Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome to the Battle of the Bastards. You guys have been asking me to do this battle for some time now, so me, Warrior Sparta and Haxo the Hunter got together to try and create this awesome battle for you guys. A little bit of a disclaimer before we start, we are having to use a Kings of Winter mod along with a Kings of Winter sub mod. The actual Kings of Winter mod is set 1,000 years or something like that before the TV show does happen. That does mean that some of the units are going to be outdated and obviously not look like they do in the TV show. Mainly the Vale units, if the Vale even turn up. I don't think there's any Vale units in this battle. Who knows? But the sub mod which we are using does make the Wildlings and the Bolton units look like they do in the TV show. But any other units you see might not be as correct if they do look in the TV show. But hopefully that doesn't matter too much for you guys. This submod does also add in a bunch of really cool looking heroes. We have Jon Snow right here. Like you can see, he's completely different to the other men. He has his sword, his Valyrian steel sword. He has his like some sort of cool little hair bit, and it just looks really cool to see all these custom heroes. As well as that, we have Win over here. Again, looking amazing, towering over everyone else. It is kind of funny because he doesn't kind of meet up with his animations, so he does kind of strike in the air a bit. But it does still look cool just seeing a huge giant running around the battlefield. Then we have Tormund, who again I think they've done the best job here and making him look like he does in the TV show, because he looks spectacular there, leading his own special unit of savage axemen. Then we have Sir Davos as well over here, leading a unit of archers back here with some wildling men accompanying him. Then the rest of the forces, if we look at Ramsay Bolton, which is over here, he is currently positioned right back here in the back of the lines like he was with his dogs, and he has two swords as well, which look pretty cool. And damn, that was a pretty violent bark there by the dogs. And if we look at the rest of the Bolton men, you can see, look at them shields. I love these shields. These shields just look so epic. Like they look really, really cool, just completely covering their bodies with a flayed man on. That looks amazing. The swordsmen on the flanks we currently have. Again, we got kite shields with a flayed men, and then we have some knights on the front line, obviously going to charge down Jon Snow when he decides to charge. If we look at the wildling troops, again, just massive hordes, no real armor to them, just basic fur, shield, sword, ready to give their lives for Jon. That's more than he can ask for. Then behind that, he does have some wildling cavalry of his own, which have already been given the orders. So by the looks of it, Jon has just seen a pretty horrific event and he is deciding to charge in. And the Bolton cavalry are going to be excited for this. They're gonna embrace this and give the charge order themselves to go run down Jon. If they can wipe out Jon this early on, then who knows? The battle will probably already be over. Oh, look at that! The archer fire overhead as well. As the cavalry, the wildlings and the Bolton horses smash into each other to start this battle off. Please bear in mind as well that we do have like 12,000 men on this battlefield, so it might be a bit laggy in some parts. However, the majority of it should be fine. Just kind of a little heads up, if you do see some lag, just know that we do have like 12,000 people fighting. So now that Jon and the rest of his cavalry have charged in, the wildlings have given the order, and look how many there are. That is awesome. They're going to be rushing into battle to support Jon. And the Bolton pikes, I believe, are going to be marching now as well. And there's nothing sweeter than just pikes marching into battle. It just looks so amazing. Especially with them huge body shields as well, as these pikes advance up. And you can see the wildling line is already starting to get a bit encircled here as well. If we take a bird's eye view, look at that. It looks amazing. It just definitely shows that there's battle there. So the cavalry engagement is pretty much up. The Bolton cavalry was victorious. They're going to fall back now and let their pikes kind of do the rest of the work for them as the wildling continue to charge on with pretty much no order. Look at them. It's just a mindless charge forward. I guess Jon is leading them into battle, and they're soon to be charging onto the pikes of the Boltons as they get ready to hold the line. Ramsay is giving the order to hold as they form up just inches away from them, ready to give their glorious brutal charge. As the archer fire comes in, look at them, they're taunting them. The Bolton troops are holding firm, and then they're going to give the order to charge any second now, and there we go, and they're going to crash onto these pikes. Obviously the Bolton pikes have the advantage of keeping them at a distance. And if we zoom out quickly, you can just see the sheer amount of numbers And already, as the battle has gone on, we have the Bolton units just using their superior length to their line to go ahead and already envelop the wildlings as they all charge in mindlessly. See on both flanks, the Bolton pikemen are enveloping them along with the swordsmen. This is not going to bode well for Jon Snow and his soldiers right now. They do still have plenty of soldiers to throw away at these pike lines. Some troops managing to break through the pike lines and actually getting onto the line. Oh my god, this looks so epic. I hope you guys are enjoying this battle. Please make sure to hit that like button if you are enjoying this, because maybe when the Seven Kingdoms mod comes out with wildlings, we can actually recreate this again in the Seven Kingdoms mod, which is obviously going to be look a lot cooler with the Vale units for sure. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to see that when the Seven Kingdoms it does the wildlings and stuff like that. But the battle line is ferocious right now. The wildlings not really making much ground at the moment. Jon Snow is in here somewhere. Do we have Wimwin is in here somewhere along with Tormund? I think Tormund is on this right flank, if I am correct in saying that. I believe he's on this right flank somewhere. Or maybe not. We'll try and find the heroes as we go across the battlefield. We obviously have Sir Davos back here with his wildling archers shooting overhead. And we'll try our best to find these heroes as they try and break through the pike line. I mean, they're in here somewhere. If we don't find them, it just goes to show how chaotic the battle is, that we can't actually find a giant in this battle. I mean, I'm trying to get up areas right there. He'll be going in very soon, I'm sure. And there's Tormund as well. Tormund's going off to the right flank. But the wildlings are just getting smashed right now. I mean, over here, they've managed to really break through in the Bolton line. But apart from that, they are struggling. There's so many dead bodies. And if we just zoom in right now on this engagement, you can just see them struggling so hard to just get through these pikes and not really achieving much, getting cut down. But what is that? What is that on the mountain? Oh my god, the Vale have arrived! The Vale Knights have arrived to go ahead and support Jon Snow in his bid to go ahead and defeat Ramsay Bolton in this battle. I believe Jon Snow is also deep in the battle as well, so I don't doubt he would have even have seen this. But the Vale Knights have arrived. They have amassed the hill to see what's going on and ready to give the order to charge in. If we go back to the battle, you can see that almost all of the wildling troops are almost getting destroyed now. Their flanks are okay, but their centre is pretty much completely crumbled to the Bolton units. Hope is not looking good. You can see the wildlings are running from the battlefield as the swords crush in, completely surrounding them. The wildling cavalry going to support the Vale as they just pour out down that hill. Marching to battle, there you go. The charge orders were given now. They are charging into glory to support them, but even still, I don't know if they're going to be strong enough to actually claim victory. The Bolton cavalry has amassed this left flank to try and defend it, try and slow it down, but look at that Vale cavalry pouring in along with the wildling cavalry. And the infantry's too busy fighting in combat to really even do this, and there we go. The Vale cavalry is going to start crashing in to the Bolton swordsmen to support the wildlings. Already smashing in there. We also have some more smashing into these pikemen now, and that's going to put a real bad situation to the pikemen. We've got the Bolton cavalry going in to engage as well. Some of these pikemen are trying to turn around, but already getting smashed before they even get a chance to. A lot of these pikemen are go ahead and actually try and cancel this out. Some of the Bolton cavalry managing to slow up this Vale cavalry, but so much of it is just managing to get around the flank and really just smash into the back here. Some explosions going on. I think that's Ramsay throwing some explosive rounds. I don't know why he has that, but he is throwing that. Probably wildfire or something. And the wildlings are still in desperate need of his support. The cavalry needs to get here ASAP as they pour in. Because look at the dead. There's just a mound of dead wildlings right here, and that is brutal. However, more of the wildling cavalry is pouring in. We've got another charge over here. Soon to hit into the rear of these pikemen as they try and fight the centre force. Just a complete envelopment right now. Huge density. You can see these pikemen are trying to turn around and fight the enemy, but it's so hard. They've got wildlings to their front, Vale cavalry knights to the back, and these archers again are just getting cut down. It's just not looking good for the Bolton forces right now. The front line is still underway, heavily underway. Look at that. That just looks amazing. I think Jon Snow again is in here somewhere. If we get a better zoom in. You got Wimwin over here as well, if we go ahead and find him. He is deep in the line, smashing away at these pikemen, which are now supported by the wildling cavalry, actually, are the ones hitting around the back, I guess, supporting alongside the Vale cavalry. You can see him just smashing heads off, not giving an inch, leading the men. And the Vale cavalry has completely enveloped the Bolton line now. If we zoom out and just see the destruction right now. This right flank is still holding strong for the Boltons, but more cavalry is swooping round. And if we look at this right flank, it's completely almost gone. Not much left now. A few pikemen remaining. A lot of the cavalry is now being defeated by the wildlings. Ramsay Bolton is getting run down. The 20 good men are getting run down by the Vale cavalry. And it is not looking pretty for the Bolton troops now. The victory does look like it's in the grasp of Jon Snow. But however, he is still in the fight right here. So he could lose his life. And this could all be for vain. As Wynwyn just goes in, smashing away the Bolton pikemen. The Vale cavalry are trying their best to support him. But he doesn't care. He is just vicious. Smashing away people left, right and centre. Some of the Bolton troops having to turn around to try and protect their backs. The wildling cavalry, the wildling troops almost taunting the Boltons over here, as well as the more of the Vale cavalry turns round as the Bolton swords are going toe to toe with the wildlings. Little do they know there's a huge force of Vale troops behind them. Word has obviously not got to these guys yet. And you can see they're throwing down their weapons and running. They are fleeing, getting the hell out of here. There you go. Ramsay Bolton has been slain. I like to think he was eaten by his dogs in the midst of battle. Because obviously there's no Winterfell for us to run back to. But this is going to cause huge amounts of routing for the Bolton pikemen. You can see these guys are trying to flee already. It looks like a complete rout for the Boltons. And it does look like that Jon Snow, with the help of a Vale, are going to be victorious. Without the Vale, there's no way they would have won. The pikes of the Boltons were holding strong. And look at that head just rolling in the snow. And now it's just a slaughter. The Boltons trying to hold on, but they do not have much left. The heavy cavalry are just cutting them down. So yeah, I'm really excited for them to add in the Vale, to add in the wildlings for the Seven Kingdoms mod, because the knights in the Seven Kingdoms mod look spectacular. So I can't wait to recreate this battle in the Seven Kingdoms mod if you guys want to see that. So as I said, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And there's not much left of the Bolton troops. They're surrounded now. There's a few of them in this horde of horsemen. Really trapped in, nowhere for them to run, fighting to the death as they literally cannot escape here. That's pretty much the same along the entire line. Jon Snow is still in here, fighting on the pikes, breaking through. Some Bolton men are fighting back. I guess they haven't quite heard that that Ramsay Bolton is dead now. That Bolton soldier getting his head sliced off by a wildling. And the battle does not look good. Oh yeah, there we go. Valiant defeat. So Jon Snow was victorious. If we go ahead and look at the kills, we can see how many how many kills every unit got. Some of the oh my god, the Bolton pikemen getting so many kills. Ramsay himself getting 40 kills. But look at them pikemen. That is absolutely disgusting. The cavalry doing pretty good as well. The Vale cavalry obviously just doing amazing, coming in the rears and just smashing up the pikemen with their nowhere to really run. A lot of the wildlings didn't do too well. Jon Snow got 22. Some of the Fens got an okay amount. Tormund getting 111. You don't really expect anything else from him. When we're not really doing too much. But I think he just scared them more than anything. And before you guys say as well that, because in the battle, the Boltons did have a few more men than the wildlings. We had to kind of balance this out for game purposes. So that's why we had to give the wildlings as many men as they did. But I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. As I said in the video, make sure to go ahead and share this. Drop a like, drop a comment. It really does help out the channel. And let me know that you enjoy stuff like this. Let me know what you thought of the battle itself in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time. And fish out.